my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you. And if you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I put up a new video. On this channel, I share a lot of sewing tutorials, business tips, fashion talks, and lots more. So let us get right into today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you practical steps that you can take in starting your own ready-to-wear business. If you want to start up your ready-to-wear, the first thing you want to do is to pick a niche. Now, when you're picking a niche, there are different factors that you should consider before you pick a niche. And one of them is the style of the wears you're going to make. Now, when they say style, it's not every style that some people can wear. So, okay, let's be practical here. Let's say you say, okay, I want to make wears for high-end babes, classy babes. Now, you know the kind of wears that this set of girls wear, right? So you can say, okay, these are what I want to make. This is my target audience, and these are what I want to make for them. So this is my niche. You get? So then that would determine the niche that you're going to pick. Now, after thinking about that, you are still going to think about the pricing. Now, what range of clothes can these people afford? Can my target audience afford? What style of clothes, what range of clothes do they like? Is it luxurious? Is it normal, affordable wears? So you want to think about the price. So you think about the style, think about the price, and another thing too, you think about the age range. Now, the age range of your target audience will also determine the style of clothes that you're going to make for them, because what a 58-year-old woman will wear will be different from what a 28-year-old lady will wear. So you want to think about the age. You also want to think about the size. Now you can say, I want to make wears for just plus size ladies. Now this is your niche. Okay, so when you want to choose your niche, you should think about the style, the pricing, the age, and so moving over, the next thing you should consider when you want to start your ready to wear, do a proper research. You want to do a proper research before you even think of starting, because there are so many ready to wear brands. They will start today, within the first few months they already fold up. Why? Because of improper planning, not knowing their market, not marketing their goods well, showing their wares to the wrong people. So you want to sit down and do a proper research. Okay, so in a nutshell, you should position yourself properly before you launch out. Now, the next thing you want to do when starting your ready to wear is your production. Where are you going to be getting your wears? Do you want to make them yourself? Are you going to get tailors to make them yourself? Or you want to reach out to production companies to make these wears for you? So this is another thing that you should consider. We have what we call the in-house production and the outsourced production. So the in-house production is you making your wares yourself, or employing people to make the wares for you, like you oversee all the production. Why the outsourced production, like I have explained, you go to production companies and make the wares, and that's the make the wares for you. Now you can, depends on the agreement you have with them, that will determine your dealings with them. You can say, okay, you be the one to sketch your designs. After sketching your designs, you send it to them, or you be the one to buy your fabrics, you send it to them, or they will be the one to buy fabrics, then they work with your designs. And even maybe the patterns, you can even say, okay, you want to draft your patterns yourself, and then you send it to them. So it depends on the dealings you have with them. So you want to think about the production, how you're going to be producing your wares. That is very, very important. And you also want to think about your access to raw materials. Where are you going to get your raw materials? You want to be able to look for somewhere you can get your raw materials at good prices, because prices of things are going up every day. So by the time you end up buying your raw materials from a source that is very expensive, at the end of the day you won't be making any profit, especially when you're hiring tailors, because you have to pay tailors, you have to service your machines, you have to pay for electricity bills, you have to even get additional sewing tools and so much more. Your marketing, your packaging, all of this cost money. So you want to be able to cut cost at by all means. So one way you can do this is by looking for doing a proper research on where to get your raw materials in cheap prices, affordable prices, like, you understand. So that is that. Are you enjoying this video? If you are, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So the next thing you want to do is to draft out a marketing plan, because after putting all of the listed in place and you don't have a good marketing plan, your plan is going to, your effort, everything is just going to waste, because you don't want to produce your wares, go through the hassle of production, sourcing for materials, your pricing, just like putting everything in place, and you're not able to sell your wares. It doesn't make sense, right? So you want to put your marketing in order, know the kind of marketing you want to do, if you want to use influencer marketing, if you're going to be running Facebook ads, if you are going to run the ad yourself, like if you want to learn how to run it yourself, or you're going to outsource it. You want to also know if you are going to be doing offline marketing. So just put your marketing plan in place. Any form of marketing you want to do, even if it's influencer marketing, you just want to plan all of this. Okay, and even you can even set money aside for this, because some of them are going to cost you money, like influencer marketing, Facebook adverts. Even if you want to do like offline marketing, you can say, okay, you want to print flyers and all of that. So you want to put all of these in place. All right. Now, the next step is your sizing. Now you want to know the type of sizing that you're going to be using depending on the audience that you are serving, okay? So know you should have a standard size chart, and you should always tell your customer, you should refer them to your size chart, so that they will not go and use their own size chart or any size chart they got from somewhere else and use it to order your wares, and at the end of the day your wares will not fit them and they will not be blaming you. So you want to avoid that. You should let them know your size chart. Whenever they are ordering, direct them to see the size chart and they should use it to order. And another thing, you want to be consistent with your size chart and even your patterns, because you don't want a situation whereby a customer will order for, let's say, a dress. A customer will order for a dress today, and when the next time they order for that same dress, it doesn't fit, whereas the last one she ordered fits perfectly. So the only thing that can cause this is if you're not using standard patterns and you're not following your size chart. So you should put all of these in place. So I hope you've liked the video. If you've not liked it, please go and like it so that YouTube can show it to more people. Now, another thing you want to think of is your production quantity. So the amount of production, the wares you're going to be making, you should think of it. because some people start out and they'll be like, okay, they want to make 10 designs, and for the 10 designs they are going to make 1,000 pieces for each of the 10 designs. But I don't advise you do this, because you are just starting out and you don't know the kind of design that your audience are going to like. So what I advise is you can do a little quantity and you try it out. You market them, then you take record of the one they ordered the most. So when you take record of the one they order the most, when you want to produce, you produce more of that designs. Okay. Then what about for someone that doesn't have much fund? You don't have much resources. What do you do? This is what you do. You can produce just a piece. Let's say this top that I'm wearing, you can say, okay, you want to produce just this top. And let's say another kind of, depending on the niche. I'm just using the top as an example, depending on the niche that you are venturing into, right? So whatever niche that you've chosen, you want to produce, let's say, a piece, and then you do your shooting, everything, you market that piece and you write stuff like, okay, it's available in size 8, size 10, size 12, and so on. So when your customers order, when they order, you can then produce. Though a lot of factors affect this. It depends on the kind of production you are making, whether it's in-house production or outsourced production. Because if you are using this method I just said, if you are using outsourced production and you want to try out this method, you should trust your producer enough to be able to deliver to your clients. So let's say you use this method, you want to tell your client, if your producer say, okay, we'll produce this within the next 7 days, you want to tell your client that they are going to get their wares within the next 14 to 20 days, so that you don't say 7 days and at the end you disappoint them. This is one mistake a lot of persons make. So you want to promise before the time that you'll be able to deliver, so that even that time that you gave to them, before it elapsed, you must have delivered. Okay, remember, you are starting out, so you should be very, very careful with anything you're doing, so that you don't lose out your customers, because the first set of people that are going to patronize you are the ones that are going to take your business to the next level. So the next thing you should also consider is fund. How much money do you have? And another thing, does this last point I listed before fund, the amount of fund you have will also determine the quantity of production you're going to be making. So you should think about the fund you have in all your planning, so that you don't have let's say you have ABC, you will not be planning stuff that ABC cannot achieve. You get? So you should plan according to your funding, and you should have a plan that suits the resources that you have. Okay, so I'm done with today's video. Thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this video. Please comment down below some of the lessons that you learned from this video, and also if you have any questions, I am available to answer you. Please, if you've not subscribed, go and subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so that you don't miss subsequent videos that I'm going to be bringing to your screen. So thank you so much. I remain your girl, Kome. Bye bye for now. See you in my next video.